Okay, I'm gonna just hit record seeing as we're here. Let's see. Wait, Raphael can get a harem ending? No. Okay, so I should probably talk about this. So, at this point, we've got a couple months left before we can no longer get support conversations, apparently, which I'd say it's news to me, but it's not really. It makes perfect sense that after a certain point, characters probably stop talking to each other. But I made a joke about giving Raphael, my boy Raphael, the harem ending, which is an entire joke, but, like, we straight up, of all of the characters, there's only a couple of them that I actually care to see all of their support conversations based on their previous ones. That being Raphael, Claude, Bernadetta, and Flane, probably. And maybe Sedith, because that would be really amusing. Oh. It's not that characters stop talking to each other, it's that the game's over at that point. Well, what chapter are we on? We're on chapter 16. Oh shit, we've only got 6 chapters left. I mean, that's still, like, a quarter of the game, but, like... Okay, so, pretty much once we get to the last chapter, I'm gonna have to grind for supports like crazy. That's actually a little easier. I almost wish supports carried over between, like, to New Game Plus. I know you can use Professor level for that, but, like, why do you have to do it again? I guess I kind of understand. Anyway, Shell, if you want to just hang out and munch, well, I do some light grinding, you are more than welcome to.
Is that what you're up to?
Yeah. And then I will have you play the game for a little bit while I grab my food. Because this is, like, the most informal series I think I will ever do on this channel. And that's okay. So, who else do I bring along that should be friends? Let's see. More or less interested in finding out who... I don't know why, but I want to know more about Sylvain. So who can we bring that can be friends with Sylvain? Do I have Ash in the mix? I probably have Ash in the mix. Oh, we should bring, let's see, we could do Marianne. Yeah, let's do Marianne for a bit. Okay. And fight. Rochelle's gonna be eating peanut butter crackers. And then I'll go make a ham roll up.
At the ready.
What did I bring? Oh, turkey?
My orders?
What's the plan?
Well, I'm just gonna cry deeply into, like, an empty tortilla and then eat that.
I'll cut through.
That's how this works, right?
I'll do this for all of us. Shall we?
I wonder if Ash and Hilda can have a support conversation. I don't think I've ever checked that one. Yeah, we haven't gone grocery shopping. He's bad. But yeah, I do apologize for those of you watching this on YouTube and Twitch expecting peak Wanderbots out of us. It's just like with games this long, I have to be informal about it because, like, holy crap, we're just never gonna finish otherwise.
Let's make this quick.
I owe you one.
And it's like, for most story games, I will 100% go, like, go out of my way to, like, play it totally seriously, but it's just like, I mean, we can double check this, like, how long I've been playing this game as a series, every time I save, but it's like 60-something hours.
I'll keep moving forward.
He really needs that strength bonus. Attack that guy? We can. Aha!
Child's play.
Let's see. Yeah, it is also pretty cyclical. Like, as much as I like this game, I wish they'd almost condense it down back into just the story. And, you know, keep the character dialogue and the really well handled support conversations, but just, like, boil that down so that you're just doing it in actual gameplay. Maybe. Again, I don't know. I'll do this.
You knew the odds. That took too much effort.
Wow. He gets supports like crazy there. Oh, that's fine. So, New Game Plus would be story and battles? Maybe. I don't really know.
Thanks.
I think the problem is the battles feel like a drag sometimes with recycled maps and uninteresting enemies. Yeah, maybe that's part of it. It's like I would be less grumpy about. I don't know how to describe it necessarily. Like the old Fire Emblem games, I guess they did have.
Of course.
They did have relatively like well-made maps and stuff. That one guy's coming around from the back. Shouldn't be a problem though. But like the level design was really solid. And yeah, they reused tiles constantly, but like every map felt unique and interesting except for the grinding maps. And you know, I'm fine with these maps being boring because it's just the enemy rushes you, you fight them, and mission ends. You know what? Actually, we can. Yeah. Like, it's a little bit disappointing to load up a plot map and then realize it's the exact same map that I did for, like, a side mission or vice versa. And also, very few of them actually have a whole lot of dynamism. Like, it's weird that that boat side mission was actually one of the more interesting maps. Oh, yeah, we don't get any friendship points that way. I wonder if ranged attacks, like how ranged attacks factor in for
No time to slow down.
favor, or is it only kills? It might just be only kills. I don't really know. We'll see how it goes.
I'm that much closer to my goal.
Let's see. But yeah, I stand by my statement of, like, I really do need to sit down at some point and play one of the older Fire Emblem games to just to show off, like, the sheer difference. And maybe I'm seeing it through, like, rose-tinted glasses, but, like, I really do remember, like, I still remember the layouts of some of the old maps. Whereas, like, I don't remember any of the layouts for these maps, and I've done them over and over and over again. What's up? Don't have a clip. Clip for shell.
Strength.
One guy is macking on my turf and I don't like it. Get out of here.
Sorry, but I must.
Let's see. As well heal. We'll have Bernadetta maybe kill that one guy? Okay, it doesn't kill him, but still. Let's see, the map where you defended the monastery from Edelgard was cool, though. Yeah! Yeah, that was cool. And you know what? I was fine with doing a redux of that, where it was, like, all ruined and stuff, because I thought that was kind of decent.
Let's do our part.
Let's see.
Oh, I got it. Don't get used to this.
But, like, I think it would almost be kind of interesting to have, like, well, the transition to 3D I've never felt was particularly kind to the Fire Emblem franchise. Like, why don't we have, like, towers and
Don't bother
stuff?
haunting me.
Like, multi-level maps, even. It probably wouldn't be the best, but it could actually have some serious, like, seriously interesting gameplay changes. Just gonna
A fitting outcome.
walk out and shoot this guy. Let's
I'll
see,
do my
can
best.
She hit? No. She can heal. Which apparently doesn't raise friendship points. Surprisingly. I guess we'll just do fortify. Whoop. I don't even... I think it's... People are still stuck on Greek myth.
It's done.
Let's see. I don't like this map because everybody's really slow, so it takes forever for them to kill themselves on me.
I'll keep pushing myself.
It's not terrible, but it's not amazing. He dies.
You're in my way.
I don't know if that gets her any friendship points, though. That's...
I will not die yet.
I can
I guess
always depend on you.
with Sylvain. Oh, that's also worth a fair bit of money. But, like, I remember very specifically there were maps, like, with boat defense, where, like, another ship would, like, board you or something, and you'd have to, like, constantly, fend them off, or they'd, like, overrun you. Other missions were, like, you had to defend towns, so you had to, like, rush out really fast and try and get them. But there was a very high chance that, like, you were going to get, trapped, surrounded, or, like, beaten to the ground. And that was always, like, really, really satisfying.
Thanks so much.
Because, like, you actually had to consider your unit placement. It's weird that I haven't had to do the survival cube in any of the plot missions. Admittedly, it's because I'm not playing on hard mode. Probably. Let's see. Claude's not getting a whole lot. Friendship with Petra, which in retrospect probably should switch out who's with whom. At this point, good lord, it's going to take a while to access out. Good or bad?
That's interesting.
They're blind. I can go get it in a bit. Let's see, what do you mean by survival cube? I mean, you just saw it. I effectively surrounded all my squishy people in a wall of defensive people. And that's the strategy. That's the survival
So were you going
cube.
to get your food?
Yeah. So I'm gonna save. You more or less should know how to play. Good luck.
Okay, doke. Victory conditions, rout the enemy. Defeat conditions, all of your units fall in battle. Well, should be able to get everyone out all right. Oh, okay. Let's see. Who do we have ahead of us? We have a horseman. A rogue. He doesn't really look like a rogue. He looks like he'd be a magic user, especially if he has a priest attribute on him. Hello. Wander's gonna get food. There's a thief. He's wielding swords. Pegasus rider. Are these the only... Oh, no. Yeah, there's some more knights. Wyvern riders. Ah, I see. We have the potential of getting flanked. Now, there is a healing spot down there. I wonder what this is. A ballista. Wait a minute. Can we use this ballista against them? Or will they get onto the ballista and fire it upon us? Let's see. Need to scout out other portions of the map. We're not even going to be really venturing this far. Wait, why is there an open chest there? That doesn't make sense. Okay, so my concern will be the ballistas. And then, of course, the fact that we're going to be flanked from either side. Could just plow in through there, or I could try to make this a defensible position. Just go through the trees and see if they come for us.
I'll cut through.
That's possible.
I'd be honored.
Let's see what happens. I will want him to be within range. Let's see. Wait. Way over there.
I'll do my best.
Oh, is that the edge of the map? The part in red? Let's see. We haven't seen anything regarding those. Let's
Onward.
see. Plane. Get everyone over. Oh. I suppose I could have had her teleport someone. Ah, that would have been
Let's
beneficial.
Make this quick.
I forgot what abilities that she has in particular. What are her assist moods? Oh, she does have a warp. But she can only warp him to a spot that's directly next to her, I believe. Wait. Let's see.
At the ready.
Wander said he wanted all of them to stick together. So I can move him there and wait.
I do this for all of us.
And let's see.
What's the plan?
Sylvain. Probably ride there.
My orders?
Leonie next to him. And they should be able to buff each other. And
Shall
then
we?
the wall. I suppose she can stand there. Let's see what happens. They might pincer us on both sides. Wait. Did
Only the strong survive.
Wander have this on... What just happened? Is everyone still on the board? Yeah, Lysithia's still alive. They're all still alive, but... Wander had skip enemy phase. I don't like that. Ah! No! I don't like having the enemy phases skipped. Especially because... Yes, they have taken over that. Okay. Well, if she were to take out this guy, what would it entail? I mean, he'd flat out die. That's a good thing.
Never let your guard down.
Wander, you turned enemy mode off, and now I can't tell what happened. Which... What? No. Zoom out. Okay. I could reasonably attack her without moving? How do I attack without moving for a ranged caster? Oh, I can't seem to select a target here. Nope. Wrong one. Attack. Miasma? I don't... Dark spikes. Would that be good against them? Looks like it.
You lost that one.
Awesome.
Perseverance is the key.
Okay. So that's them. We want to get by these guys, though they don't seem to be employing the ballista at the moment. Now, archers should especially be beneficial against these guys. Why can't I select his attack? Oh, is it selecting Felix for his turn? No, I want him. Really? How about Claude? Can he attack that guy? Why does it always say... He potentially take damage there, but it's weird, I can't even select attacks.
We're all desperate, aren't we?
Wait, why did I select axe? I wanted to use bow. Unless... This is confusing. Does Wander just have them with a singular weapon? And Felix attacking him... I mean, it works. I don't even know what I'm doing at this point. The fact that Wander has all of the particular attacks and modes turned off means I'm not able to access the menus the way that he had them. Wait, and he's a Lancer now? What is going on? Well, I'll be able to take him out. Hopefully before... No. He's gonna get attacked. But maybe I'll be able to heal him up.
I'm still here.
Okay. How about you... heal him? At this point, I don't know if it's having a smart selection tool. Wander? I'm not seeing any menu options whatsoever. Do you have it in a quick mode? I'm just selecting characters and hoping that they do the correct thing on their allies because I don't have a menu for it.
I have no idea what you've done. Can I have...
No.
I mean, I can't diagnose it without the controller, please.
Oh, I want to see what's going on.
Okay, fine. I mean, chances are it's one of the shoulder buttons.
See, now she can assist. That's
Fortify. Fortify just heals everybody. It's super nice. Might as well use it.
Sure, I don't know how much...
Somebody had to have been injured. Free XP for her. It's a lot, too.
Mm-hmm. Get her in there. Yeah, these guys are starting to encroach.
I almost wish there was just an infinite mode.
Oh, he's
None of your characters can die, but you just keep getting attacked by more and more enemies. And you just have to, like, burn through them. That'd be lovely.
Took some damage there, and she couldn't react.
Nope. Technically, if she had her hand axe equipped, she could.
See, I
but,
wanted
like,
to have someone man the ballista, but...
You don't need to. The ballista barely does damage.
See what I mean? I wasn't even selecting what weapon to attack with, and...
Oh, that only
able to
works if
reveal
you're
it.
in melee range, I think. Maybe not. I don't know.
I'm not dying
I'll have
there.
to... It's one of those where it's like I'm just so used to doing this by
can
reflex
always
that I've
count
kind
on
of
you.
forgotten.
No, but I always saw you have a menu of options, and I don't have a menu of options at this point.
Oh, you know what? I know what it is. It's fast action.
Fast action?
Yeah.
That's what
it's
you
no,
put on?
It's no biggie. Let's see, did I switch Dorothea's class? Yeah, I switched Dorothea's class.
Why would so much damage? They'll get...
Because her resistance stat is low.
Okay. Attack. The... Swarm would get this guy.
Don't have time for
And she crits him! Ooh.
I will not die yet.
I can always depend on you.
I'm not seeing little hearts pop up.
That might mean that their current support is maxed, or it's just kind of ran. I don't really understand support conversations. The easiest way seems to be using adjutants, but pain in the ass.
Okay.
I usually just cluster all the characters together. There's a potential...
Yeah, I wanted to see... Actually, I should probably move Sylvain first.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to see if someone could man the ballista.
Yeah, Claude can.
He's not going to be able to get there.
I think anybody
swiftly
that's
enough.
an archer can. I don't know about anybody else. Let's see, who's the edgelord on the black horse? Probably Sylvain.
Sylvain. That he is. Okay. Well, you can probably see
Nah, just have her stand there. They'll
Just
come
have
to
her
you.
stand here.
Yeah. No, no, no. Go back. Go back.
Why?
Have her stand next to Hilda.
Oh, that way they'll gain support stuff.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh,
How can I
anyone
tell her
with
to
a
do
certain
nothing?
level of bow skill can use a ballista. Gotcha.
Ah, okay. Should I just tell everyone else to wait?
Yeah. The other thing is you can
How
select
do you tell everyone else to wait?
go to an empty tile
Yes.
and go down to end.
Ah, all right.
Obvious.
It's funny how they're using lances to slash as opposed to poke.
Yeah. I don't really know. I mean,
Took too much effort.
oftentimes they will
Oh,
have
I
a
should've
bladed
healed
tip, though.
Hilda. I think she had taken
Yeah,
some
these are
damage.
bladed tip lances as opposed to like just the stabby kind. So you can slash with these.
Mm-hmm. Not enough to take these guys out. Oh, yeah, he's getting some more. Let's see. Yes. You go here. Let's see what happens. So, arms? What is this?
So he's on the ballista. Arms is the ballista. Shoot the guy on the bottom.
This guy? Ooh, 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 ooh.
The ninja looking dude.
Ah, but 2
Oh,
HP.
yeah, okay, shoot the mage then. I guess that ballista is a fair bit better than I thought it was going to be. I guess it scales based on your strength stat. Cripes.
Yeah, I wanted to claim it for myself, just so that we could wipe everyone else out. The funny thing is, by the time I reached it, I already had to go through one group, and the
I
second
usually
group
don't
had already
bother
killed
with ballistas,
themselves.
to be honest.
Mm-hmm. Alright, let's see. Does she know any healing moves?
Flame, yeah. Flame has Fortify.
Okay. Oh,
No, no, no. Just use Fortify from the trees.
assist.
She's got four casts of it total. Like, just pop that and everybody's back up to full health. It's not great for projected battles, but considering you're on the last 3 guys, it's like, who cares?
Mm-hmm. Let's see, what can Sylvain do? That works.
I was just stronger.
I really just like the fact that I missed the whole first part of the battle because you had the quick moves on.
I mean, do you really need to see the enemy animations?
Well, I wanted to know who they were attacking and if I actually accrued any damage.
That's fair. I usually just pay attention to see whose HP meter has gone down.
Make a difference.
Because it was just like, suddenly I ended my turn and everyone had moved on the board. Send boy into the convoy? Yes. I suppose that works. Now, oh, there are these 3 guys up
Oh,
there.
jeez. You might as well have her run up there, and she'll just kill all of them.
Now, will she be able to attack that
Yeah,
guy?
yeah. If you move her all the way to the end, she can straight up just hit him from there.
Okay. If she attacks with the training bow,
Nope,
that
go
won't
back.
kill him.
Go use the brave bow.
The brave bow. Oh, but she only has a 72% chance.
Still pretty good odds.
Yeah, pretty good.
Normally I wouldn't use the brave bow, but
little scratch
I
won't
never
stop
use the
me.
brave bow anyway, so who cares?
Yeah, the unfortunate thing is she was far from everyone else at that point. And she's no longer a healer anymore?
Who?
Marianne?
She is, but nobody's injured.
Ah, okay.
Because Flame just heals everyone. You might as well just end the turn.
Okay. Don't want to move Lysithia up at all?
That's fair.
Okay. End. Oh, damaged her a little bit.
Nice try.
Oh, Seteth leveled up right there.
Yep.
Alright. Just a series of misses at the end. Wait, ooh, there's another guy in the tree line?
It's okay. They don't do a whole lot of damage to Lysithia. She's very strong.
I've got no time for mercy.
I don't remember if I buffed her defense or not. I would just finish them off with Lysithea or Leone.
He probably can't
No.
target anyone from
But
here.
also, like, why? Just use Lysithea or Leone. Like, don't waste your time with anybody else.
Hmm. They were gonna have his turn. There we go.
I'm not dying here.
Did you already eat up?
Yep, I'm fully fed. I'll probably snack on the melon bread when we hit a cutscene, but like,
What were you even eating?
I'd had the last of the peanut butter and jelly. I guess we still have some peanut butter, but no jelly. Let's see, is there a max level cap in this game? 99, I believe? At least that's what the enemy max level cap is.
I like Swarm.
Yeah, Swarm is the one I usually use, because it slows down the enemy. Every time you hit them with it. In this case, it just killed him, but still.
I aspire to be good form.
Yeah, I didn't see any more hearts. There you go.
Okay. Anyway, so unfortunately we have 2 more battles to do. But,
2 more for
yep.
what?
Because we got bandits on Rhodos Coast and taking care of business, if you see the 2 up above.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But these ones are actual quests
you
as opposed
so
to training.
Yep. So we're gonna make a little bit of progress here.
Much.
Well, I guess not exactly progress, but still. And I'll probably turn
Thank
enemy animations off and just go quick. Oh, it's this map. This map's easy.
So
Okay.
what was this quest?
You know, don't know. Okay, there's some support conversations. Does she have a support conversation with... Wait, what? Oh, Sedith. Sedith does have a support conversation. Apparently it's just been picking up friendship points with every single person. Wait, is that how it works? The adjutants just get friendship points with everybody?
Oh.
No.
Well, no. If you
Sedith
think
just picked up a whole bunch of extra,
Well-
which maybe it's just because...
if you have everyone tied to another character as the adjudicant, then potentially you would have 4 people all getting friendship points with one another, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Because Claude has not picked up a whole lot, but he was operating on his own. We really should probably start bringing Lorenz to a number of these missions just because... Let's see, same thing with them. I just never know who to bring with.
Now, if you got everyone up to A with one another, what would happen?
Marriage battle. I mean, pretty much nothing would happen.
Mm-hmm. I just thought there was something pertaining to the final cutscene.
Oh, he barely has any supports with any of the Golden Deer. Ash is a shy boy. He only has the support with Marianne from the deer. I guess what I should probably
That
do...
was possibly because of the times you had them training together with the Pegasus.
Yeah, what I should probably do is group people up based on house. Would make sense.
You mean ensuring that they're not paired with people of the same house?
Well, no. Pair blue lions with blue lions, black eagles with black eagles.
Really?
Yeah,
Why is that?
because they have more support conversations with each other.
Ah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess my other option is... let's see. What we could do is we could do the other option. This is less interesting, though. Let's see. So we're going to bring Claude. Give him Shamir. Support. Who can Hilda get up to high ranks with? Caspar. Let's give her Caspar.
Wait, what? I suppose we didn't go through all the options like we had wanted to.
Mm-hmm. And last one. Probably Felix. Who can Felix get up to that I haven't yet? Annette wouldn't be a terrible idea. Or Mercedes.
Ingrid. I mean, a number of people that he hasn't spoken with.
Yeah, I'm just giving them directly the adjutants.
Mm-hmm.
Because that should be the easiest way to get it up. And then we'll bring kind of just some associated people. This way we know friendship points will get farmed with specific characters.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. As well bring Hannah Man. Okay. And fight. Okay. So, first and foremost, I'm going to turn animations back off, because we don't need to have them on. Okay.
What's the plan?
Shall we?
My turn?
What I'm thinking is...
You're the best.
rally. That's the other thing I could do. Just sit around rallying a bunch.
What is a rally in particular?
Rallying gives friendship points and a stat bonus. And
Make
so...
this quick.
Oh, so instead of ending a turn with a character having done nothing, you can have them rally someone nearby? So that it's like
Yeah.
a cheer, like a hey!
Yeah, pretty much.
Good for you!
I'll do my best. Onward.
Okay, there we go. This is, I think, my favorite map for grinding, because it provides 3 really natural choke points to put your, like, your
I'll do
tanks
my-
at.
Oh yeah, on the bridges.
Let us see Ragnarok. I think we've seen Ragnarok. It's just a big explosion, and that's it.
I'll dirty my hands if I must.
I've never seen you use Hanneman.
I pretty much never do.
To learn from battle.
He's not a terrible character. In fact, he's actually pretty good. He's got a high magic stat growth. And, he's got a really high magic stat growth and some of the best spells in the game. The only reason why I don't use him is because he's not a student.
I want to learn even more.
I think he can also have, like, support conversations with an insane number of people. But no, it's just... I don't have as much of
They're
a...
full-fledged characters, though.
Very true. I just don't have as much of an emotional connection to him. It's kind of the same reason why, like, I don't use Linhardt. Because, like, I'm sure Linhardt is a great dude, but it's just, like, so far he's sleepy and creepy.
Is deadly. I'm only getting...
And that's about all I am getting from him. And that's okay.
And then Hanneman's all crest research, crest research, crest research. Which is also something that Linhardt holds in great respect.
Let's see.
Only a wound.
Just gonna have Hanneman keep nuking people. He did a lot of damage.
I'll dirty my hands if I must.
I will give him credit. He is not a bad character here.
Now, Manuela we've only really been avoiding because she's just overly flirtatious.
Yeah. And also,
I do feel bad for her that last
so the
support
other reason
conversation
why,
about how she said that she was just growing older and was worried she'd never find companionship.
the other reason why I wasn't using Sedith,
Goddess.
Manuela, and Hanneman is because their actual, like, stat growths were kind of bad for what level they were.
Maybe it's to indicate that they're, as adults, a little bit more removable.
Well, I guess not stat growth is the wrong word. Their skills, their training. So, like, for example, Hanneman's Reason was actually some of the lowest of my entire roster, which means he wasn't a good candidate for, like, half the classes I wanted him to be.
Strong. There is...
I love Cleanup Claude. He's just like, well,
We're all desperate, aren't we?
whatever stragglers there are, there aren't.
There's no stopping me.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let that happen. Let's see. While we're here, can we... Sylvain, can you go grab this? That you can. Eh. I guess what I could do... Bango! Oh, that didn't actually kill him. Ah, but you know what? Manuela to the rescue! Unlike Hanneman, who actually has pretty good stats, my Manuela does not. She's like a weird all-arounder.
Now, what was the business that was being taken care of here?
I forget the side quest.
That's
Probably
why we're
kill-
always supposed to read them.
Probably kill bandits. I'm not sure. Hey, more bandits.
Ah, more bandits.
Thank
It's
you
always more
so
bandits. I would love it if all these side quests didn't have voice acting, but actually had, like, written plots and hand design levels. Like, it'd be cool. Like, straight up, here's, like, a 5-part quest going into this crypt and clearing out, like, undead.
I have gratitude.
Or,
Oh,
like,
where the conditions change over the course of the battle.
or even, like, you finish one, and then it unlocks the next side quest, and you come back to it, like, another chapter.
Mhm.
Let me check. Support. He's got her. So, that was actually enough. So we want to switch out who they're paired with. Okay. So... let's grab... where's Sylvain? Who can Sylvain friend that he hasn't friended yet? Ingrid, Annette... oh, Rosetta's.
Mm-hmm.
Who can Felix friend? Probably Annette. And I don't want to do Ferdinand yet. So maybe we should... oh, we could just give her Ignatz. Okay, was it... Annette? Or was it... I'm getting characters mixed up here.
There are so many of them.
Okay, he did have Mercedes. We were going to have some support conversations after this, but that's fine. So Vane... Sets. Okay, cool. Fight.
At the ready.
Awkward without seeing X on the field battle.
Yeah,
What's the plan?
he got too powerful. He also has
I do
madcap
this for
supports
all
with
of
everyone
us.
else.
Onward.
Mm-hmm. So it's better to give his position to another individual that would need it more.
Yeah, exactly.
My turn.
I'm trying to remember games where you have a party
I'll do
where
my best.
you can...
Let's make this
what would
quick.
you refer to it? Unequip the
There's
main
no
character.
stopping me.
And I can't really think of... oh... specifically, I'm referring to BioWare games with the party compositions. You always had to have your main character with you. Right?
Generally.
I know that you could take control of your allies and such, but you never
Shall
could leave your main protagonist at home. And then I'm
dirty my hands
specifically
if I
thinking of
must.
Knights of the Old Republic. You know how you could choose 2 characters to
go in.
accompany you after you leave your ship on every planet?
Yeah.
I'll cut
It
through.
was like that,
I would actually enjoy more games that straight up just don't have a main character.
where you're just given a party.
Yeah.
One
It's like,
to
here's your
remember.
5 characters. Like, effectively Mass Effect, but there's no Shepard.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it'd be good, but it would be kind of fun.
In a game like that, if you were to take Mass Effect and make it into a game without a main protagonist, I would have almost assumed they would have started you off with Ashley and Kaiden then. Don't you think?
Yeah.
And they would have been the ones on the initial planet. And then from there, they would meet up with the rest of the cast of characters. That sounds about right. ultimately, they wanted to start from the human perspective then.
I'm just gonna move everybody up.
Never let your guard down.
Oh wow, she's not level 40 yet. But no, I don't know. I guess it is one of those where I find myself actually growing disinterested in main characters in a lot of cases. Because there's so much more interesting side characters in a lot of these games. And by having a main character, you actually end up losing quite a lot.
It depends on if the main character is a main character or if they have a unique personality of their own, separate from the blank slate main protagonist that you usually have.
Because Shepard definitively had a personality.
Yeah, they did. But they were still the unique chosen one. You understand what I mean? Wander?
Yeah. Yeah,
Elevated to the rank of Spectre. Got crazy visions from an alien obelisk.
Yeah, he most definitely was the main character.
Mm-hmm.
I know in Final Fantasy XII, Vaughn is straight up, he's the main character, but he's not the he's the protagonist, but he's not the main character.
Mm-hmm. Well, and also, as soon as you start recruiting more people in Final Fantasy XII, you can use them all equally, and actually I found Vaughn to be one of the least interesting of them.
Yeah, well, that's because he had no stakes in the story. He was just mostly there.
Mm-hmm.
How lovely.
Well, I thought the initial stakes was that his friend was kidnapped.
Yeah, but after that, he just was there because he was helping out.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas very clearly it was the princess and
Sorry.
like
but
The
half,
dude with the brother.
yeah, Bosch von Ronstenberg and several other characters. Like those very quickly became obvious as like the main character because they were the ones who had the stakes. The evil brother, the
That might be a spoiler. Was it revealed really early on?
it's revealed super early on
Okay.
when
Don't have to feel too bad about that.
yeah. Claude, have Bush. Whoop. Getting up there sucks. Hopefully he lives through that.
Yeah, and in Knights of the Old Republic, you're the amnesiac who was really proficient at combat,
A
acquired
fitting
force
outcome.
abilities.
I mean, it kind of was one of those where it's like you were definitely like,
Special.
yeah,
Child's play.
I'd almost say like
Knew
Mary
you could do
Sue-ish because it's just like there's something special about this person. It's like, ugh.
But there was also something special about Bastila.
Yeah. They did really spend a lot of the game just hyping her up. I guess I liked it in KOTOR because of the inevitable reveal of just like your
Hey.
yeah. I mean, Shell, the game's been out for 20 years.
Yes, but it's an awesome game, and everyone should play Knights of the Old Republic especially if they love Star Wars. But
Oh wow. Her warp is butts.
because it can only go so
One
far.
day.
Yeah, the like range on her warp is sad biscuits. Whereas like, here's Lysithia's warp. Go have fun, go have fun, Bernadetta.
Do you think the main character having the special abilities or the secret lineage and everything, it does seem to be a convention that's as old as time itself, or the storytelling medium, but do you think there's been a backlash against it as of late?
I'd never.
I mean, obviously I know that there's the whole like Mary Sue and Gary Stu business. with a
I
lot
mean,
of
I think no matter
characters.
what, protagonists are always going to be Mary Sue's, Gary Stu's. Like, there's not much you can do to avoid that stigma.
Well, it depends on power creep.
True. That if all the other characters end up... I think the main issue is... what makes a Mary Stew and a Gary Stew stand out is when there's nobody else that even comes close.
Mm-hmm. But then you also run into the issue, too, of
You
the
saved
only
me.
thing that can counter your main character is the dark or evil or equivalent version of their character that also has the same powers or abilities, but maybe it was provided to them by the villain, or maybe there were a...
It's a mix. Like Deku from, I think well, okay, it's a mix of things. So for starters, I think Deku is a good way of handling it. Because in Deku's case, he is kind of Mary Sue-ish. He's just this, like, regular, unassuming dude that suddenly gets, like, more or less the highest powers in the world. And, you know, suddenly, like,
But
has
I
this...
thought he didn't even realize how amazing his abilities
Oh,
were.
no, he knew exactly how amazing his ability was, because he got it from All Might.
Oh, okay.
Like, it's like if Superman showed up and was just like, hey, by the way, I'm gonna give you my powers. Like, you'd figure out pretty quickly, like, oh, well, dang. That's a lot.
But he hadn't had a mastery of it.
No, and that's kind of the point of it, is that he doesn't have instant mastery of his powers. He's not immediately able to just go toe-to-toe with Doomsday. And admittedly, like, maybe there's some other handlings of this, like Shazam.
Oh, I got it.
Where, like, they immediately get their powers, maybe or not, but it's like... I can see how a person would be like, meh,
I owe you.
you know, he is just a Mary Sue. And I think I'd also, like, agree. He kind of is, but it's well handled because he has to earn his powers. He has to learn.
Lost that.
He's not immediately more powerful than half the people around him, and it's not like he immediately sets out to save the world.
Would you argue that Luffy is one?
Cannot lose.
Kind of.
But he's the jokester, trickster variety.
Luffy
where...
is as much of a Mary Sue as Goku is. Whereas he fits the world. He might end up being one of the strongest. He might end up being one of the strongest people there, but it's one of those where it's like he just gets progressively stronger, just like everybody else. I don't know. Let's see, Bernadetta. I don't know if Bernadetta can have support conversations with Claude. Or does it matter?
But I know that akin to Deku,
But, like-
Naruto had to struggle quite a bit. But the problem is with him, he could just go into berserk mode, and that was his...
Kind of guaranteed win. Yeah. But at the same time, there are other characters that were as powerful that also stood out, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because, like, what makes a Mary Sue stand out is they have no weaknesses
Thank you so
and no
much.
foils.
And no
Everybody
effort to
is weaker than them and
towards
worships
their
the ground
bonus.
they stand on. This game actually makes me kind of uncomfortable. Everybody's like, you're so mysterious. I feel so comfortable around you. It's like, I think it would have
You're
been so much
awesome.
better
You can wield the ancient weapon.
I
if,
have
like,
gratitude.
everybody treated you like Sedith in the very beginning. Like, a couple of the characters are, like, cool with you.
Much appreciated.
Like, Hanneman's like, oh, you have the Crest of Flames. I love you. And you're like, yeah. But, like, you know, most characters treat you like Sedith, who's like, who is this guy? Why is he here?
Yeah.
Because I think that would have been a much more satisfying arc of, like, yeah, this guy doesn't really belong here, and something about his presence is, like, straight up unnerving and should not exist. Let's see. What was I giving him? Armor, I guess? Yeah, I'll keep pumping armor for no other reason than because I can.
I think
Let's see. But, like, I've read a lot of light novels over the past couple of years.
Right, so that's more of the... I don't want to say amateur writers, but people having their first works out there. And
Yeah.
you did seem to say that there were a number of overlapping themes and, I
Maybe
mean, right down to the genre too.
that
Yeah,
But
but one of the
or the characteristics of the main character.
biggest issues is almost always they would instantly get some power
maybe
and suddenly become like the strongest. And sometimes it's handled well, like the reincarnated as a slime one, because it wasn't a battle manga. It was more of a like, we're just gonna do like politics and city growing and like focus on everybody around instead of like just constantly like, look at how amazing I am, even though it still did that to a fairly considerable degree.
Mm-hmm. So you seem to have no interest in continuing to watch that show.
Because I've read the books. And it's one of those where it's like, I would like to watch more, but it did get cringy. Because the fan service, I think, is the other thing. It's like almost always Mary Sue content usually ends up with a fair bit of fan service on the side.
Where they have a bunch of doting suitors. Yeah.
That.
I am really looking forward to watching more of Demon Slayer. Was it
Kimetsu no Yaiba? Yeah.
Yeah. We've been watching that, and I noticed recently on Twitter it was one of the trending hashtags and such. And I suppose it's been getting some recognition, especially the latest episode. And I want to see that episode. Because they were fighting spider demons.
Yeah. And we can sit down and watch that sooner than later.
Mm-hmm.
Because that is...
And I just genuinely like the characters so far.
Yeah. And that's one of those where it's like the main character is very obviously special, but his special power doesn't make him like ridiculous in combat. It just gives him an interesting edge.
And he's also quite intelligent, and he learns how to overcome his opponents. It's not just a fluke.
Yeah, it's not like suddenly power of friendship, I believe in myself, I can win now, wins. And you're like, alright, cool.
Or I just randomly discovered a new ability that I never had before.
Oh no, that's fine. Goals. We gotta switch some goals around. Let's see. So his lance is D. Let's switch him from lance and horses. Okay, nuts is bow and reason. That's probably fine. Why is there no magic archer class in this? Like, I really wish there were more classes. Considering...
I enjoy class systems where you have maybe a weapon or a general theme, but then you can also apply different magic types to them.
Yeah, it'd actually be kind of neat if you could mix and match. Like, horses, heavy armor, and axes. Or horses, light armor and bows. Or horses, magic and bows.
And those bows shoot flames.
Yes.
That might be a little too ridiculous.
I mean, yeah, it'd be cool. Yeah, Dragon's Dogma Magic Archer needs to be copied. It really does.
People have been mentioning Dragon's Dogma often.
What's
What's that game like?
I don't think you'd like it. If Dragon's Dogma 2 becomes a thing, I think you would like it.
Is it one of those series that had a really good game at the start, but haven't had one
So,
since?
it's one of those where the plot is very thin. You know, for the most part, it's just like, dragon takes your heart, you want it back. There's some kind of prophecy, death cults, and some other things, but it's like very much on a drip feed. And it's also a relatively old game.
And because your heart was taken by a dragon, that's the only reason why you're capable of living? Even after it's been
Yeah,
removed from
because
you?
effectively you end up with the dragon's mark, and you're like a chosen one, and you're supposed to go off and slay the dragon, potentially. I don't know. It gets a bit murky.
Reminds me of Dragon's Heart, in which a dragon can take a portion of their heart and place it into a human.
Very, very
them
similar,
alive.
except for instead of being paired with that dragon, you're like fated to kill each other.
Yep.
Which is probably fine, but it's still just like... Let's see, custom focus. Lance and horse. Let's see, Mercedes is fine. Annette is fine. Ingrid. It's probably fine. Sedith, he's getting there. Blaine is good. I might almost switch her off of Faith soon. So she can do other things. Hannah Man. Hannah Man's a bit of a problem. Because he effectively needs to be a Dark Knight if I want to get him to another class, probably. But yeah, I'd actually like to go back and play more Dragon's Dogma. I've got a half-finished series on it. I just haven't had the time to sit down and record it because other games.
Yeah, I'm glad other people are familiar with Dragonheart. There's actually been 5 movies or 6 now, and I tried to watch the latest ones because they were released on Netflix, and they had Patrick Stewart and a couple other actors voicing the new dragons. It's funny, they always say that Draco's the last dragon, and then there's, oh, his mysterious son, and then, oh, you're just...
Felix, you
you're
dumb
upset because
bastard!
they want to be changed to...
I really wish it would just, like, automatically be like, oh, I am supposed to be... I'm already training for this. Problem solved. Nope.